Shalom, shalom. Once again, this brother Bomb Malak coming at you with a quick lesson. And so before I get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and the Akwat that are listening and learning. To you, I say shalom. And again, this brother Bomb Malak. And as you can see, I'm pretty sure many of you brothers and sisters who are following the truth, probably seen this little video about this old lady right here. She was 96, and they interviewed her in 1929, and they used AI generated technology to go in and enhance this video, and that's what the devil do, and that AI enhanced technology is going to deceive a whole lot of people, man, because they're going to make holograms, going to have the 2/3 of the black nation. They're going to confuse them thinking that a white Jesus is going to be coming through the sky, because they're going to use holograms, man. And that's what this AI technology is going to be used for. It's going to be used, it's going to be craft pretty much. So we're going to play this video, fair use, fair use. I'm only using this video for educational purposes. Again, fair use, fair use. And we're going to go into this video, but first we're going to come out of the book of Daniel. As you can see, the book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25, and it reads, "And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand." And that craft is that, starting of this craft is what? This AI generated technology. "And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many." And he's going to 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, but I just like to say 2/3 of the black nation. "He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand." And he's definitely going to be broken without hand. And we're talking about the so-called Edomite, the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, what the Bible speaks of. And we're going to look up this word craft. That's why I got it over here in a blue letter. As you can see, in the Hebrew, it's H4820. And we're going to see what craft is. Let's let it get the enunciation.
Strong's H4820. Mirma. Mirma.
Mirma. What it says: deceitful, deceitfully, false, guile, feign, craft, subtlety, and treachery. And that's exactly what this devil is, man. He's treacherous in his attempt and his dealings with you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau is treachery, man. And this AI generated technology is going to be one of the ways in which he's going to build upon his treachery against you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So that's the definition, is deceit, and that's one thing that devil do. The greatest, what's that saying? The Selah, I shouldn't even bring it up if I can't remember the one of the biggest thing the devil did was making people think that he didn't exist. Something like it goes along that line. Y'all know what it is. Correct me on in the remarks section. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let's go to this video, man. We're gonna play it. It's 4 minutes. We're gonna play it.
Hello, folks. Are you feeling good this morning? Hope you do. I'm trying to get on my feet again. Feel pretty good. Thankfulness as well as it is. Oh, boys, I'm pleased to see you. I don't know where you come from, but I give you all the welcome I've got to offer you. And I want to tell you that I'm living on the same ground that I've lived on for 75 long years.
Hey, and this lady says she's living on the same grounds that she lived on for 75 strong years. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't have that. I guess don't have that ability to say that your father owned land and y'all have it into y'all possession this very day, because that's what they do, man. Let's go to Psalms. What is that? 49. It say their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, and she probably called that land, whatever her last name, plantation. And I think, let me see what this lady's last name is, man. They had it. They had her in her name. Lucky. Her name was Rebecca Felton. So they probably had that the Felton plantation. Because they're gonna call their land after they the plantation, and that's gonna be the name of their last name. And again, this lady said she had the ability. Let's rewind that to about right there. Let's listen to it again.
That I've lived on for 75 long years. When I come here as an 18-year-old bride.
75 long years. That's not a Negro, Latino, or Native American that's in the truth right now that can say that their family got a home, got land, that they've been living it for almost over a century. For almost a century. So-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are just now coming into the understanding that they can buy land. When we say land, our land is what? A quarter of an acre. A third of an acre. It's not real land. Land is when you're talking about you got 80, 90, 100, 150, 200, 300 acres. And if you blessed to have 5 acres of land, that's cool. Ain't nobody knocking that. But what I'm saying is that our people, we haven't had this ability. They didn't give us 5 acres and a mule. See, her family grabbed all that land in the Great Land Grab. So that's how they was able to maintain and have that land, in their family for all those years, almost once a century. Let's continue listening to this video.
I went to Washington 50 years and a little more ago. I saw all the people around there and been with the presidents. And I learned a great many things up there that I didn't know before. I added a little more to it. I was one of the board.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna hold it right there. She said she's been in Washington a little bit over 50 years now. You have to understand this as well. When did women then wasn't allowed to vote until what? I think 1920. That's when they were. I think that's the 19th Amendment. I know that for a fact. They had to do that in school. The 19th Amendment, when women were allowed to vote, and she was over in Washington over 50 years, she said. So she done seen it all and heard it all when it comes to how them Edomites, how they run and how they was doing the political system, man. That's why she was saying that. That's what she's saying.
The lady managers for the Chicago Exposition, and I served my full time in Chicago and learned many things over there. I was a delegate to the Tennessee Centennial Exposition. I was a delegate to St. Louis, a juror in St. Louis. I think for a North Georgia cracker of my size and age, I've had to work pretty good education all that time. That before that, I was a 3-year-old girl when the Indians were moved from this country to Indian territory. I have an indistinct recollection of seeing the red men as they...
She said she seen indistinct vision of seeing a red man. And when she was talking about the red man, she wasn't talking about, the Native American Indians. She was talking about her nation of people. In Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And Esau is that red man that she's speaking of. She's basically trying to get into, and I think they're gonna just skip over that whole that conversation that she was trying to start. And she seen the red man run the Native Americans. They ran them out. They was running them out of the territory. That's pretty much what she was getting ready to get into. And we know that Esau and Rebecca, she had 2 sons, Jacob and Esau. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And she even called herself a North Georgia cracker. So they know who they are. They know that they're not white. They didn't use that term. That term still wasn't really being used. It was being used, the way they use it now. Oh, I'm a white man. I'm a white woman. No, they used to call themselves crackers, and they call themselves a red man. Let's go back to the video.
They went through the woods, for everything was woods nearly at that time. I have a distinct impression, if a 3-year-old child can have it. Nevertheless, I've been here since that time, and I've seen the march of progress all the way. At that time, we had all the stagecoaches, and we only had horses and buggies, and we had lots of foot-back travelers. Now I've seen it come along all this way, and the airplane goes over this, my house going on its way, and I start to be such a common thing, the old girl don't go even out to see if she can forget.
Let's go to Psalm 64. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And she made her tongue fall upon herself again, when she, in Genesis 25 and 25, when she called what? The red man. It's not going to be a long lesson. Just going to listen to the end of this video. As you can see, that's the original, and then they restored it with AI-generated technology.
Are you clear good this morning? Hope you do. I'm trying to get on my feet again. Feel pretty good. Thankful that you have it here. Oh, boy, look, please, I don't know where you come from, but I give you all the welcome I've got to offer you. And I want to tell you that I live on the same ground that I've lived on for 7
years. I guess that's it. Pretty much what they was doing, going back into the original and restored by the AI technology. And that's what these devils do, man. We got to understand. Like the brother Elder Malcolm, all he say, man, he said that's a social construct when they call themselves white and call us black. For us, that's calling us a byword. And we don't prescribe being called black Hebrew Israelites. We just the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Because we know that Jake, and especially Esau, Edom, when they use the word black, they using that word as a derogatory term. But yet, we can't call them out on that. We can't tell them to stop calling us black. Why? Because what you'll do, you'll have a Denzel Washington, you'll have a motherfucking so-called black quarterback, and they'll come up and see, I'm a black man. Prime example, they got on prime time, he'll use that as a black man. He keep using that black man, as opposed to saying he's a Hebrew Israelite, or just saying that he is what? He's just a man. They have to use that word black. And that's how that media, that's how they cause craft to prosper against you Negro Latinos and Native Americans. They'll get these famous people up here and they let these famous people call themselves black. So you Negro Latinos and Native Americans feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Oh, yeah, look at him. He a black man and he doing this. She's a black woman and she doing this. And heaven forbid, they let your girl Kamala Harris take over for Sleepy Joe, because we know that Joe Biden is on his last leg of his dementia. It's slowly, but it ain't slowly. It's creeping on him real fast. He don't have a year left in him. Based on the signs that I see, he probably got a couple of months where he's just gonna be done. Because that man is moving extremely slow. His faculties are really leaving him. So who's next in line? Kamala Harris, and what is she gonna push? The black woman being proud, the black woman, being the leader of the so-called free world. See, they want you to continue to call yourselves black, void of light, void of understanding, when you are indeed the chosen people of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the children of Israel. But they're going to use this AI technology, man, and it's going to ruin a whole lot of people. It's going to ruin people. And it's going to be in conjunction with this central bank digital currency. It's going to be in everything got a hand in how this new system is getting ready to operate. Everything plays its role in the new system, the new world order, and in which these people are really planning. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't see shit because y'all don't want to see shit. And again, this old lady right here, you know, she was saying in 1920, she got an instinct remembrance when the red man was running the Indians, you know, the Indian Removal Act, how they was just pushing them out of the territory, pushing them out into nowhere. Eventually, they end up in Oklahoma, and you got Oklahoma where they got these reservations at in Oklahoma and other parts of the United States of America, man. I seen this and I thought it would be a good little video just to make a quick one. You know, so we're going to close it out there. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and Akwat that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom.